great.
Drink water, get some rest. A nice breakfast.
I just need like a daily routine from Jazzy. Can you just write out like a daily routine?
I've thought of this. I will admit, I've considered this because I watch YouTube videos where people do that. I'm like, well, what would I say if I was film like daily routine? But I get up, I pee, starve myself for 3 hours, do schoolwork because it's quarantine.
What time do you wake up?
At latest, I try to get up by noon, and I've been thinking
Noon?
of setting an alarm so I don't wake up any later than that. I started attending Kensington between first or third grade, and I started attending Breakaway like 3 years ago because I'm in 8th grade now.
I started attending Kensington Troy in 2nd grade, and I was in K-Kids at Troy up until 5th grade, and then once I got into Breakaway, we started going to Birmingham more often. My first impressions of Breakaway were like, I was kind of scared of it because I was all by myself and I didn't know anyone. So I was just like, I would just go into the games and try to find friends to play with. And I didn't really find anyone until like 2 months probably.
I was all about the snacks.
All about the snacks?
Snacks are like amazing. And I was also super excited and nervous because I was both going into 6th grade. So I was going to middle school, but I was also going into a new level of church. I'm like leveling up all over the place.
Yeah.
It was a big transition.
I would say I've had a relationship with Jesus my whole life, but it really strengthened on Wild in 7th grade because I feel like I really devoted my life to him then, and I can say like that is when I devoted my life to Jesus, and that is when I started to follow him instead of just believing.
I've always been surrounded by Christian stuff because my parents are religious, so I've always kind of like gone to church or done church stuff, but I started taking it more seriously about 2 years ago because I really wanted to get like an official just Bible. I had a kid's Bible for like a little bit before that, but I know that they were probably taking some things out of the kid's Bible because it's a kid's Bible. So I wanted to get the Bible, I wanted to read it, I wanted to understand the stories because I like stories, and I wanted to start taking it more seriously. I want to believe and follow Jesus because, I mean, I want to have a happy life. I know that I can live happy if I follow like Jesus, God, and if I read the Bible and take those stories to heart and use it in like everyday things, I know I can live a successful life.
I wanted to follow Jesus because I knew that he could strengthen my life and make it better, and I wanted that because it would make the life for my family around me better and my friends, because I could help guide them on their religious path as well, and that's why I wanted to follow Jesus. I probably have 2 favorite memories. The first one would be at Cedar Point. One of the trips we went to Cedar Point because I was all by myself and I didn't know anyone. But then the group that I got put in, we all connected with each other and we were all friends within 30 minutes. But then my probably favorite memory would be just on Sunday at Breakaway, we had an eating contest, and just watching Noah scarf down pancakes was hilarious.
Definitely the Cedar Point trip. I don't go on roller coasters, so I was a little hesitant to go. My mom was like, "You're going because your little sister's going." I'm like, fine.
Does Sammy like roller coasters?
Yeah, my little sister doesn't like roller coasters either. I don't know why she wanted to go either. She did not. We both went on one roller coaster, but if it had not been for the friend I went with and Esther, who was my chaperone, I would not have probably gone on any roller coasters at all. I can go on rides. Like I went on the scrambler, like the thing that goes in a circle. But I did try one roller coaster. It was the Iron Dragon. It was the warm-up roller coaster. But after the warm-up roller coaster, I was done for the day. I'm good. That's your warm-up? Okay. That was my day's worth. So I'm gonna sit on the bench. I'll hold your bags while you go on.
So your favorite memory from Breakaway was going on a trip where you rode one roller coaster?
Yes, because otherwise I would have never gone on any roller coaster. So it was a baby step. Breakaway has impacted my life in a way, like every Sunday I know I have a place that I can go to, not right now, but I have a place that I can go to where there's nice people, there's snacks, there's fun games, and even if I'm going through hard times, I know that I can talk about it and learn lessons about things that might help me get through bad things, and yeah, it's nice.
Breakaway has impacted my life because I've met so many nice friends that we can connect to God about with each other, and then we can talk about like the experiences we've had with each other to relate God to the world and strengthen our friendship in our lives.
I would have to say to try and have more confidence in your words. I know I get told a lot, talk and breathe. Like when there's school projects and things, they're always telling us like, okay, breathe. Everyone has underpants on, like weird things like that. But it is kind of true. Like you gotta start learning how to take confidence in what you're saying, and like just if you don't have confidence in what you're saying, then just try and breathe and think on what you're gonna say. Like if you don't know what you're talking about, and just try and master the skill of like talking to people, because it can do a lot of different things. So yeah, and also y'all learn about God.
Y'all learn about God?
That's a good skill to have.
How do people do that?
God stuff. You gotta read the Bible. You gotta read the Bible more. You gotta go to church and take risks, and yeah.
Probably just stick with Breakaway because you meet so many nice people that will really help you, like the friends that I've met through it, and you can learn so much more about Christianity and how Jesus will help you throughout your life, which is really important because he's such a vital part to having the good life. And please, if you don't want a donut, bring it to main service for me. That'd be it.
Hey Breakaway, thank you guys so much for joining today. I'm glad you got to join us for our last week of Last Words. But I also really want to thank Jazzy and Miles. You guys did such a good job sharing your last words with the rest of us here in Breakaway. Jazzy, I especially loved how you shared that people ask you to speak up more and it can feel awkward, or you're not very comfortable speaking up all the time, but you encourage others to do it, and you set such a good example of doing that yourself, using this platform of Last Words to share your thoughts and your heart. So thank you so much for using this. And Miles, I also just wanted to thank you for sharing about the community that you've built in Breakaway and how that's built up your relationship with God. I think all of us, whether we recognize it or not, can see that community plays a huge part in our relationship with God. And you just shared that Breakaway can be that community for you, to talk to others and to learn from others about how we can grow in our relationship with God, man. So thank you so much for that. It's a beautiful thing to see, and I'm thankful that you got to grow in your relationship with God through the community here at Breakaway. All right, now for the rest of Breakaway, guys, here is the thing. This is our last week of traditional small groups, all right? As you guys normally know, throughout the summer, we don't normally meet in our small groups, even though we still have Breakaway. It's just modified a little bit. Our plan is kind of similar this year, right? So as we're navigating this digital online service, We will not be doing traditional small groups throughout all of summer, but we will have it a little bit different. So you can still join us throughout the summer. So next week, we will be talking about our summer plan, all right? If you want to hear more about what our summer plan is, what we're doing over the summer, how you guys can jump in and hang out with us over the summer, join us next week as we talk about that. Also next week, we have our 8th grade celebration. We're going to celebrate all the 8th graders. So if you're an 8th grader, make sure you join us next week because we want to celebrate you. And also, we will be welcoming the incoming 5th grade class, the incoming 6th graders that are currently 5th graders. We're going to welcome them up into Breakaway. So please join us next week. I hope to see you there. But before that, make sure you guys join us on Zoom at 11 o'clock. I will see you all then.